Okay, in this video we're going to make a hat. Why not? I am going to attempt this without a pattern, without anything. I'm just going to do the things that I know. Let's see what happens. What we're going to do is we're going to use a double-ended Tunisian hook. Okay, choose your side. You're going to use 2 colors of yarn. Pick whatever colors. I'm using this, what is this? This Karen Simply Soft. It's a 4-gauge yarn, medium white, I guess. But anyway, this is much softer. And so anyway, somebody asked me to make them a hat, so I said, okay, let's see. And then I'll make a video, why not? Let's see what happens. So basically to start, we're going to do this. We're going to do double crochet with a Tunisian in the round. It's not double crochet. We're going to do that knit stitch. I like the look of that. So we're going to attempt that and see what happens. I've never tried it before, so why not? Anyway, so what first what we need to do is see how big we need to make the hat. So you're going to make a chain of, just make a chain and then wrap it around your head. That's the best way to measure it, I guess. Just see if it works, and then I think we'll go with that. So let me make a long chain, and then I'll see how it goes. Okay, I went ahead and made a chain. I guess the chain that I made is probably 70. It wraps around my head, so I guess that fits. It's a little longer than I needed, but that's okay. So next what we're going to do is we're going to join this into a circle. I think that'll work, because we're going to do this in the round. So we need to, oops. Patterns are always the hardest to start. So I probably did that wrong. Oh well, I'll work around it. There's never a problem that you can't work around. Okay, so then you're going to chain 1. Alright, so now you're going to basically do a Tunisian stitch. So you're going to go through 1, 2, 3, until you get to a point where there's too many that you can deal with on the hook. Okay, and then you'll stop there. So get maybe about 15 or 20 loops on your hook, and then we'll go on to the next part. Okay, I got about 20 or so on here. So basically this is what you're going to do. Is get them all on here, and it's going to look something like this. So this is why you use a double-ended crochet hook, because see, it gets too long and you can't keep going, so you have to work these off. So now we're going to just push these all to the other side, okay, of your hook. You're going to turn your work around so that now you can work from this end. You're going to get your other color, like your contrasting color. You're going to create a slip knot. Okay, you're going to put that on the end of your hook, like so. And now you're going to basically, just like all other Tunisian stitches, you're going to work these off. So the first one, you're going to work off 1. Now I'm probably doing this wrong, and so probably people are going to go, oh my god. But you know what? I don't care. It is what it is. So, and then you work off 2. And then you work off 2. Just try to not to keep this, do this too tightly, because it's probably going to create problems later. Oh God, I hope not. So anyway, we're just going to do that. Go through 2, 2, dun, 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 dun. So then you just do that, and this is what it's going to look like. And then when you're done with the row, you go all the way up to the end here, and leave like your contrasting color and your main color, a hook of loop of each on the hook at the end. So you want to have 2 loops on your hook, but 1 of each color. So, and then you just push it to the other end, flip it around, and start back with your main color again, and continue around till you get to the other end. Okay, when you get to the end of the row, when you're doing your last part, see where it's joined? Don't worry about it twisting. You can always untwist it and make it go the right direction. Just make sure it's all going the same way. You know, you don't want it like all backwards and stuff when you're doing it. So just make sure that it's not twisted before you join it. Before you join it up. So what I like to do is, because what we're going to do is we're going to join it like right, you're just going to like go into one of these, the 2 posts here, and just kind of join it together. Or just do this, you know, right through, see here, see this stitch here, this first post here, just kind of go in like that and join it right there. That should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this off and then make sure that it's not all twisted up, and then join it together. Okay, so I'm at the end of the row. So you should always keep the 2 colors on your hook, okay? And then before we join it, we're just going to make sure that it's all going in the same direction, okay? Because you want the dark on the contrasting color on the top and the main color on the bottom. Okay, because that's your first row, then this is basically your pull-through row. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we're going to just join this. And if it twisted, just untwist it, and that's it. Just untwist it. And then we're going to join this contrasting color, or I'm sorry, the main color. We're going to take this main color here, and these pesky tails. Okay, can't see. So we're just going to go through this first here, okay? See the 1 post and then a 2 posts? We're going to go through this space right here. Just go through there, pull it through, and do like a slip stitch, okay? That's what we're going to do, okay? And then we're going to chain 1, all right? So, and from here on out, we are just going to, actually that didn't work, that's not going to work. Oops, whoops, oops, I'm sorry. Don't do that. Ooh, I just messed myself up. Uh-oh. All right. Oops, I got 1 more stitch to do. Ooh, who knew? All right. See? When you don't have a pattern to go by, this is what happens. You're just kind of figuring it out as you go. So, okay. We're not going to join. No, we're not going to join. What we're going to do, we're going to do like a continuous round kind of thing. So basically, we're doing that Tunisian knit type stitch. It makes it look like it's knitted. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through here, through the 2 posts. So you have this post right here. You're going to go in between the 2 loops. Okay, right through those 2 loops. I don't know if you can see them. But you're going to go through the post and then through the back. And then you're going to pull through and then pull through the two vertical loops. Okay, and then you're going to pull up a loop. So it's going to look like that. Okay, let's do that again. So you do like a normal Tunisian where you go under the post. Okay, go under the post, but go back through the back to pull up your yarn. And then pull up from underneath. Okay, and we'll do that again. Go through this one. And then into the back of the work. And pull it through. Like so. Hopefully you can see this. It's not too dark or too bright. Under the post, you kind of use your thumb to flip it up over top, like that. And then you're going to go back into the bag, wrap your yarn, and pull it through, but pull it through underneath the post so that it comes out. And then you're going to have, this is what's happening. See, look at that. That's what's happening. And then you're going to keep doing that, and you keep doing it all the way around. And then when you get so many on, then you work off your yarn off of the other end. Okay, let's do that a couple more times just so you get it. Okay, so we're going to go under the loop, like so, into the back, pull the yarn through, and pull it under the post, just like that. Like that, and back, through. Okay, back into the work, pull it through. Okay, I hope you guys are getting this. Under the loop, into the back, and pull it through the two posts. So you have your front post and your back post. You're pulling it through. Basically what you're doing is you're pulling this string through the two bars, your vertical bars. See? You're pulling them through those two bars here, the back of it and then the front of it. So you're pulling your yarn through these two and pulling it up, like so. And then when you get so far, just like before, you'll just move your work to the other end, flip it around, and work the loops off of your hook. Just you don't do one, you just keep going two, and then two, and then two, and two, 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 two. You just keep working the yarn off. And then when you get the last two, the two loops left on your hook of each color, you move the hook to the other end and continue on to what you were doing. Don't worry, it's going to be loose on here, but you can always pull it tight. But pull it, see how it pulls apart? Pull it tight before you begin, because you don't want don't pull it too tight, because see, now you're going to have to go through that bar. But just pull it tight enough, and then just go between the two loops into the back, and then just continue. Now you're going to do that for, I don't know, let's see, maybe, I think 25 rows maybe should do it to give us a desired length. Yeah, about 25 rows. Yeah, let's do 25 rows of that, and then we'll see how that goes. Okay, well, once you get your rows completed, I believe there's about 25 to 30, depending on your desired length of the hat that you're doing. Now we're on the row of where we're going to start decreasing in this. I've already started this row. So basically, you're just going to decrease every fifth. So when you do the decrease, you're going to go into this chain here, oops, chain here, and then go into the next one. So you're just going to pull two stitches together. At least that's how I do it. If there's another way, let me know. I'm sure there is, and then just go through both of them. So now you just pulled those, but now we're going to skip this one, and we're going to go into this next one. I think I've done these a little too tight because it's been a little difficult to get through these. So, and then you do that every fifth, and then you just repeat that all the way around. And then we're going to do that for the next next couple rows. Okay, we did 2 rows of decreases where you decreased in every 5 stitches, where you skipped a stitch, etc. So this is basically what it just kind of pulls 2 rows together. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to do 3 more rows of just regular stitching around So just go ahead and do 3 more regular rows, and then we'll start up from there. Okay, now that we're done with our 3 regular rows, first we did the 2 rows of decreasing in every 5, and then because it kind of looks like that, it kind of looks crappy, but you won't even see that. And then we did the 3 rows of regular. So I'm just going to finish off this row real quick. Turn around. Okay. And then we're going to finish it off with a slip stitch. So this is going to be the last row of the top of the hat. Okay, so just finish it all the way through, like so. Okay, pull it tight. Then what we're going to kind of slip stitch here to kind of secure both of these. So just go into like the next stitch, pull this one through, and then slip stitch that through like that, just like so. Okay. And then you're going to have to turn around and kind of, because you want to secure both of these in place, because you don't want them to come apart. So I'm just kind of, I know that's a little unorthodox, but oh well, it is what it is. This is just how I do stuff. Then we're going to cut that off, leave a long tail so you can weave that in. Pull through, pull through. Okay, so you're not even going to see that. So basically, you can see where I messed up a few times when I was going through. So that's what will happen when you skip a stitch or whatever. But that happens. See, like I missed one there. But all in all, that looks like that's a great fabric. That's a great stitch that happens. So what we're going to do now is, this is going to be like the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to use like our blue. We're going to use like the blue color. We're going to just kind of get along. You don't want it too over long, but just get a piece of yarn, because we're going to sew this in and we're going to pull it together. Okay, so just, how should I do it? At the very top, like go through these 2 stitches, just like that. I don't even see that. So just go through the very top of the stitches. Okay, and you're going to go do that in every single one. So see that? You're going to go through the top of the 2 stitches. So we're just going through the top of there. Okay. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, that was my end. Oh. Okay. And then just go back and forth. Front, and then go back. And then the next stitch. Go back. So go ahead and complete that all the way back and forth, all the way around until you get back to the beginning, and then I'll meet you back there. Okay, now that I've gotten to the end of that. So go ahead and turn it inside out, okay, because we want to do this from the insides. Okay. Just make sure you hold on to the string from the end. You want to hold on to the end of the tail because what we're going to do is just going to pull this tight. So you're just going to pull it together just like that. Okay, and then pull it till it's secure. Created a hole there. I probably should have made it smaller when I shrink it down a few more. Okay, so, and then we're going to have to sew that up. Or you can put a pom-pom or something on top of it. Okay, you're going to have this hole. So we're going to sew that up when we're done with this blue here. Okay, so just go ahead and pull that together tight, as tight as you can, and just kind of tie it off so it doesn't come apart. I like to do things about 3 or 4 times just to make sure it's secure. Okay. Now with these tails, I'm going to go ahead and just cut these ones off because you're not going to need these. Okay. So now with these tails here, the ones that you were working with before, we're going to use those to close up the hole a little bit more. You can see there's still a hole there. See, and that's what it's going to look like. Or you don't even have to. I mean, it's okay. I pulled it tight enough. Okay. And then next we're going to work on the end. We'll go ahead and finish that later. Okay, then now that we're done with the top part, we're going to go ahead and start the edge. So what we're going to do is, here's where we started. Here's your beginning start. Get your other yarn. I don't know, whatever color you're using. You can make this all one color. Just use the same color yarn on both sides. But I'm using the darker yarn, the darker color from the inside for the rim on the outside. Okay, so just basically attach this with a slip stitch here at the top, and we're going to do a single crochet all the way around the top. Don't worry about the ends. You can just crochet over top of these when you do that. So go ahead and join or attach the slip stitch. Okay, first one not so tight. Okay, just pull it tight. And then, like all these tails, just crochet right over top of them. So then just go ahead and single crochet right across the top of these. Changed. Okay, we want to create like a foundation chain around the edge here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to single crochet all the way across. Can you see that? We're going to single crochet across here. And then we're going to join it and then chain 2. And then we're going to do like a ribbing around the top. Okay, once you've attached that and you've gone around and made like your base chain. So basically you're going to put I should have mentioned, you're going to put the stitches in between the 2 posts there. It makes it go around that much faster. Plus, then if you have multicolors, it does that so that it looks like it's all one piece rather than going through the loops. Okay, and then once you get to the end, join it with a slip stitch, and then we're going to chain 2. Okay, and then what we're going to do is now we're going to do a front post, back post stitch. We're going to create a ribbing, and then go ahead and do that, and then join, chain 2, continue the same around each time. So we're going to do that probably for a few rows, and then until you get your desired length. So you did your chain 2, then you're going to do double. We're going to use double crochet. We're going to do a wraparound. Okay, and now next one we're going to do, what did I do that one? We're going to do a back post. And then we're going to do a front post. So you're just using double crochet, front post, back post, all the way around to create that little rib effect. And we're going to do that probably 3 rows, but we'll see how that goes. Till you get to your desired length at least. Okay, so we are at the end of the row. I just did a basic ribbing around it. It was a double crochet. First we did a single crochet around it to make a base stitch. Then we did, now we're working in double crochets. We did a front post and a back post. So go front post, back post, front post, back post, all the way around. Then you join it with a slip stitch and repeat it. Or basically, since we are just making up this pattern as we go along, you can do anything. You can find another stitch that you like and create a different border. Your options are limitless with crochet, so you make it as you like. We're making this up as I go along, so there's nothing set in stone. You can make this longer. You can make this, you could just do straight all the way to the top, and then do the sewing and pull it all together. The options are limitless. You don't need a pattern, is what I'm saying. You can just create anything that you have your mind set on. So, but I think what we're going to do, I think I'm going to go with maybe 3 more rows of this ribbing, and I think we should be done. I think that'll take it to about right here, so that it'll be about that long. Like I said, I'm making this up as we go, so hopefully let's see what it looks like when we're done. Okay, so I guess I'm going to do like a double. We joined with a slip stitch, so just go ahead and like double chain 2, and then do 2 more rows of this front post, back post to create this ribbing, and then we'll meet you at the end of that. Okay, well, I finished the hat. I know I said I was going to do like 3 rows of ribbing, but I think I ended up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows of ribbing double crocheted here. So this is basically what it looks like. And it's reversible, so it's completely different. So we have one look on the outside, on the inside, and then we have another look on the outside. So it turned out pretty well, I think. I hope it was easy enough to follow. Like I said, I made it up as I went along, so here you go. Enjoy.